Like a sniper lining up his shot by Jean-Patrick Manchette and Jacques Tardi is a gritty noir graphic novel. Hi, I'm Annie, and this graphic novel is adapted from Manchette's novel Like a Sniper Lining Up His Shot, and this is a really gritty noir graphic novel, not only in the story but also in the illustrations. And Manchette, when he wrote his novel, saw this more as some sort of exercise, as this novel doesn't have any sympathetic characters at all. So he set out to do this exercise, and out came this absolutely gritty, but in my opinion, a great story. Great graphic novel also. So he didn't write just a regular novel. The only thing that speaks for Hitman Terrier, who is the main character, is that he wants to quit his job as hitman and get back to his school sweetheart and get her back after 10 years being a hitman, as she promised to wait for him 10 years after he made his mark on life, if you pardon the pun. Anyway, but he says to his boss that he wants to quit. But his boss says, well, you just do this one job for us. But Terrier, he is not having it. But he doesn't know it in the beginning what this new job is, but he just doesn't want it. And later in the story, it's known that you read that this last hit he has to do, his last job, is just a very, very risky job, as he has to kill and shoot and kill this very important opaque figure, character, sort of person. The story is really, really gritty, but during the story we get to see where Terrier comes from. We get to see what his father was like, what his upbringing was like. We see how he joins the army after school and how he is recruited by someone from in the army who says, well, you're good at shooting people, why don't you come and work for us as a hitman? And Terrier, well, he just says, yeah, well, why not? it just fell into his lap. Like I said, the story is gritty. I think even more gritty than the American film noir types of stories. When I watch an American film noirs, don't get me wrong, I do like the old 1940s American film noirs with Alan Ladd and what's her name, Veronica Lake. I do enjoy those films very much, but somehow they seem a little bit glamorous, polished, as you get what I mean. They seem a little bit, and the French, they don't really have that, as far as I have seen French film noirs, and well, this is the first. I haven't read any American noir novels, but anyway, the French make it feel more gritty and raw, and this story Manchette wrote has really a dark view on life in general. Because there are no sympathetic characters at all in this story. And Tardi starts out as being just a poor boy who falls in love with the daughter of rich parents, and these parents of this rich girl, well, they say, keep away from our daughter. And but yeah, she loves him, but he wants to prove to his future parents-in-law that, well, he can make something out of his life, and he can come back to say, well, look how rich I have become. Of course, not telling how he made his money. But anyway, well, he just wants Martin Terrier, this hitman, he just wants what everybody wants. He just wants to get together with the love of his life, lead a comfortable life, retire early, and well, who doesn't want that? I found the story excellent. It's an engaging story, has entertaining plot twists, especially in the ending, although it might not be everybody's cup of tea, but I enjoyed it very much anyway. And I have to say, Terrier as a hitman, he was just a natural, because he just didn't give a fuck who he killed, and he didn't have any feeling about his targets whatsoever. So this job just fell into his lap, and it was just easy for him. Like I said in the beginning, this story isn't for everybody. It isn't everybody's cup of tea. There are really very gruesome killings in it, and it is very graphically depicted in Jacques Tardi's illustrations. There are 13 people killed in a very violent manner. There is a cat and a raven. Well, they don't come out of this alive either. So, and everything is very gruesomely depicted by Jacques Tardi. But it has this really, really good atmosphere, this gritty atmosphere. And Tardi's drawings, they are in pure black and white. They just add to this gritty feeling of it. I think they are just perfect for it. I think the art style of Jacques Tardi is very appropriate for this kind of gritty kind of story anyway. If you like dark and gritty and noir stories with appropriate and graphically violent illustrations by Jacques Tardi, well, I can highly recommend Like a Sniper, Lining Up His Shot by Manchette and Jacques Tardi. Well, keep reading those European comics, and I hope to see you in the next video.